Hey, we got KD the Poet in the building, man. Let's go.
Yeah.
Ahead of his headlining show. I don't know if y'all can see the posters. But, yeah, we about to get this rocking, man. About to get it started. Shout out.
Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah, let me turn off this fan. Get better audio. Man, I know the fan keep it cool in here, but just how it's gonna go. We got the man KD the Poet in the building, right ahead of his headlining show at the Stop Drop and Roll Show live this Friday. Man, we just gonna chop it up right quick, but what's up, bro? What's the word?
My God, how you feeling, bro?
Man, I'm feeling good, bro. I'm hella excited to kick off the new season of the Stop Drop and Roll Show, but I'm excited for myself, but
As am I. I'm excited for you too, bro.
I'm excited for you because, like, man, we hit. This is our second season. The first, like, we've been doing this for less than a year, and like, I was showing somebody the lineup on what day was that? Saturday, and it was like, damn, this is a crazy lineup, bro.
Come on, bro.
And I'm like, yeah,
and that's what
let's
it's
go.
supposed to be, though. Like, y'all doing your job, bro.
And it's like pushing the hard line. I really respect the grind of the artist because, you know, maybe not as serious and definitely not as many songs and albums, but I've created music before too, and I know kind of some of what it takes, and then the mindset that I have is like, okay, is this tight or is this me? Is this a combination of both?
Mm-hmm.
Is it trendy? Is the flow on point?
But that's literally all stuff you have to factor in, though, for real. Like, you had those internal battles and those internal dialogues all the time when you're trying to factor in, you know, if the work is up to par or if it's something that you even would be comfortable putting out, you know what I'm saying? Like, it definitely is a lot of those talks you gotta have with yourself.
Yeah, but man, my introduction to you was in one of the best settings possible. I feel like, just in my head, like, right. Man, Yoshi's in Oakland.
Yes, sir.
I look at that as like a prestigious venue, kind of.
Right.
Like, I mean, you got names like Keiko Matsui.
Hello.
Like, I mean, man, it was dope to experience that event. I actually met Gianna Farron there too, and a couple other talented people that you roll with.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm telling you, it's definitely. I felt honored in myself as well. Like, that's a huge Bay Area venue. You know, it's legendary. You feel me? A lot of heads done came through and blessed the stage. So I felt honored to be able to do such a thing. You know.
Yeah, but I mean, on that day, I don't think we were all the way in motion yet. Like, we're just kind of scouting, going to different events,
right.
Seeing who got what, you know, and kind of seeing how it's done, right? Because I want to say that it seemed like that event was like all independent artists too.
It definitely was, and that's like the kind of is like the basis of the event, the recurrent event that they throw, which is the Hip Hop Elevation, which is just literally like wanting to spotlight independent artists who are on the grind and who are, you know, trying to talk about something for real, you know. So it's pretty dope, and it definitely is was all independent artists, you know.
Yeah, it was cool to be there, and then I know we haven't gotten into it yet, but in some of your songs, I got like a hindsight view of, I mean, you mentioned standing ovations a couple times.
Yes.
But at the time, like, I was looking at some of the timestamps. I'm not sure, I hadn't seen you get a standing ovation yet.
Mm-hmm.
But listening to some of the songs and then going back to that event at Yoshi's, I mean, you got a standing ovation at Yoshi's.
Oh my God.
I remember because I was standing up.
Come on, bro. That's the goal. I mean, not even to stand there so much, but just for people to feel what you're saying enough to do something like that, you know? So if I get a standing that just means I connected enough with y'all, which is my goal overall, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But I kind of hit this conversation in stride. Man, let's bring it back. Let's bring it back, man. KD the Poet, where are you from? Who were some of your influences? I got this list full of notes, but we're just going off the top. Like,
come on, we vibing.
Yeah,
bro. Like I said, I'm Katie the Poet. I'm from Berkeley, California. Born in Berkeley, California. You know, I done moved around a bit, as we talked about before, you know. So shout out to Pittsburgh and Antioch and Virginia as well, because, you know, those are all three places that heavily impacted the being I am today, you know. Influences, man. My older brother, shout out KP, you feel me? He, first person I really saw in close proximity, rapping, making his own stuff, you know, like right there in our living room, you know, so it was inspiring as a youngin', and I wasn't even into music yet, you know, not as far as making it. So probably one of, if not the biggest inspirations is my older brother, KP. On the music side though, J. Cole, you feel me? Saba is a huge inspiration to me. Coda the Friend, Kendrick, Hove.
Yeah,
like it's a long list, you know, because we study as artists and as people who love the craft, you know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of places I draw that inspiration from.
Right, and then a lot goes into a name choice. Like, I was out and about, and this weekend putting up posters for the event,
right?
Because it's coming up on Friday. Shout out to y'all. But like, I was showing people what was going down, and they're like, KD the Poet. They're like, somebody asked me if it was a poetry night, and I'm like, well, he makes art, and yeah, it's poetry in there, but bro be spitting, you know? He got bars. Like, man, if you, and some of the people that you mentioned, I specifically named J. Cole, Kendrick, and then I had mentioned like content and like being conscious, and they should slide through, you know, Friday, February 23rd. Yes. But yeah, man, what went into choosing your name, you know?
You know, this question is always funny to me because people expect a grand answer from it. No lie, bro. KD, my initials. You feel me? And then the poet part came from literally just like, that's essentially what I feel like this is. You know, like, yes, it's music, it's rap, but I feel like it's poetry, you know, in its own right, in its own way. You know, I definitely think, and that had a lot to do with like the very early stage of me wanting to start rapping. Like, I literally always pinpoint this because I'll never forget it. It's just like in my, I'm trying to think of what class it was, but I know it was my sophomore year. My teachers had us like collectively all writing poems in our class at one point. I just remember like really wanting to get a little deeper into that, you know? Yeah. And so that like plays into me forming into who I was, kind of. So when it was time to choose a name, it felt fitting.
Yeah, I was actually just wondering about that because I know a couple people who like were in the poetry club or creative writing like clubs. Mm-hmm. I just wondered about it. I mean,
and then it's crazy too because like again like it was just that short time period that I can like, you know, pinpoint as, but like I never really was super into writing poetry myself. So that's even funnier. Like it really is just a very small time period of like, man, it's kind of inspiring a little bit. Like I might be okay at this.
Okay, and, so no poetry slams or
no poetry slams. Like I have quite literally never even done poetry in front of people. You know, like.
All right, hey, respect. I look at songs, any kind of song, really, as a poem. Whether it's a beef, that's an angry poem, or whether you out there, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, hold on, let's see. Let me look at my notes right quick. Because you got a song that, a couple of singles that, All I Can Be. Yeah, I got that song today too. But All I Could Be is one of the tracks where I felt like you was showing, you know, kind of poke your chest out like, you know, I got bars, I could rap.
That's hilarious.
I've been down, everything in between. But being alive, that's enough to be all you could be.
I'm telling you. I'm glad that stuck with you because that's one of those lines that like is one of my favorite lines, bars in the song. But it's also like, it's very like, it's something I really am trying to say to people. Like, you know, like I've been up and I've been down, but like, as long as I'm being all I can be, you feel me? As long as I'm alive, that's all I can be. You know, I still got another chance to try at this, you know?
Right.
And then to speak on the first point you made, definitely was strategic as far as like how I was rapping on this song. Like I was in that mode. I was in that mood, so to speak, at the time, you know?
Right. Man, I don't want to give too much up because I know that we're going to have so much to talk about on Friday.
Right.
But man, like some of the content or some of the content that you put in your music, I've noticed a bunch of themes because I listen to everything off of YouTube. My bad Spotify, my bad Apple. Hopefully you still get the streams, bro.
Come on, man.
But like a lot of stuff is talking about growth, learning from some of the L's that you took, shedding layers in your circle, and maybe some of it could be burning bridges or shady individuals or just unappealing social situations.
Yeah. Life. You feel me?
We don't gotta go too far back, but you even have an album that's pretty much dedicated to like, I want to say reminiscing over love, like
that Park Car Conversations. Yeah. Park Car Conversations is a fan favorite of sorts because it's, you know, people are already naturally pulled to that lovey-dovey vibe when you pull it out in music, but like it definitely was like an instance of me not just talking about the shiny part of love, you know what I'm saying? Like it was really me, and that's kind of how I approach music in general. It's like I don't want to just talk about the good parts, the shiny parts, you know, because that's not all we go through. Whether in love, in life, whatever the case is, that's not all we go through. And a lot of people have a habit of just highlighting the good, you know? Yeah,
I thought that project kind of stood out because of the content. I mean, you talk about, in one of the songs, the first couple words you say life raps, and I think that's a really good way to describe what you're doing. But specifically that album Park Car Conversations, it was like love and the ups and downs of love.
Right.
Also, I gotta say that I was hella thinking of J. Cole a lot. Like, yeah.
That's definitely a comparison that I've been getting since I first started rapping. Well, honestly,
specifically on that one, I think on some of your newer stuff, like it's harder to track, like, bro, because you, like, man, I really like a lot of stuff. Let's see. Recently, one of the ones that stuck out to me was Take Me Home. I showed a lot of people that one.
Oh, I appreciate you, bro.
And then you just dropped an album. Man, let me let you talk, bro. I'm just talking about all this research.
Come on, bro. We here, bro. Listen. But I did just drop an album. It's called, you know, I Almost Died, But I'll Live. I dropped it on my birthday on February 12th.
Happy birthday.
Appreciate you, brother. Yeah, and I dropped it on that day strategically as well, just because, like, man, your boy just turned 26, so I definitely feel like I crossed a little threshold, and it's like,
as a black man,
you know,
can you make it to 25? That's the real question.
Listen, and so it's like you got to step outside of yourself, and times like this, like I had to step outside of myself and really just appreciate being here, you know, and I felt. Granted, it was planned a little bit in advance, but like I did still, regardless, feel like that would be a good way to commemorate the moment and just appreciate and acknowledge how blessed I am to be here, dropping music, what I love to do, you know. And the contents of the music is definitely, that project specifically is definitely me just talking about the growth and what I've seen in this current juncture of my life, you know.
Yeah, I have a couple of songs off of that one. I think I got Just Human. Yeah. And Protect Your Heart. I took notes on all of them. I just don't want to give it all up for the show.
Yeah, I know.
But also, people who might be tuned in on the radio or through YouTube or whatever, they might not be able to make it to the show for whatever reason. So,
exactly.
Hey, we got to give everybody everything too.
Hey, you know? fair shot for everybody to know all this info, huh?
Yeah. Kinda.
Cause look, you could pop out to the show. You could pop out to the show.
We getting a lot of support though. I have to say, big shout out to everybody in KSJS. They put us on the event calendar.
Yeah.
I've had people like sharing your flyer that I just met like in the last 8 days.
Come on.
Like, hey, pop out.
Genuine support.
Yeah, depending on what I'm wearing, might have like dictated the response. When I was walking the dog, just wearing some sweats.
Come on, bro.
Like, hey, I'm throwing an event on Friday. They look at me like, what? I'm like, I'm for real. You can look it up.
I'm serious.
Tight. We got posters, but I don't have nothing with me.
Mm-hmm. You're like, oh yeah, okay.
Yeah. But when I put on some stuff, shaved, got fresh. And let's see. I don't want to name drop too much, but yesterday I definitely ran into D-Lo. He was out here. I mean, I didn't fanboy or nothing. I just recognized him. I had your poster in my hand. He was at Mama Ken's. Shout out to all of the local places that put on. It's cross pollination.
Yeah.
We trying to do something for the culture.
Facts.
But I showed him the poster and let him know what was up.
Come on, got to. Got to. Look, shameless plug. We gonna listen. Everybody pop out. Right. Anybody who can, pop out.
I thought about, trying to be a fan hella, but, it wasn't. It's a time and a place for everything. He was outside chilling. I'm walking down the street putting up posters.
Definitely got to be having to decipher between the two sometimes, like. But time and place, like you said. Time and place for sure.
Yeah. But shoot, there's a couple things I got to do here in the studio. You tuned into the Stop, Drop, and Roll show on 90.5 FM. We got KD the Poet in the building ahead of his headlining show. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
But keep it locked. We'll be right back. All right, so we got KD the Poet in the building. We just chilling right now, about to take a musical break. I think I'm going to go with, is Wrong the oldest song on here?
I would like to say that Wrong and Oop from Yash are both they were on the same project, so they're in the same time period for sure.
Shout out. I really liked Oop from Yash. Like, I really like that track.
Shout out Yash for producing it. The homie Yash produced that joint. She goes crazy, and she an artist herself for sure. So shout out Yash.
And Wrong, that's the song that connected with your audience that you also connect with. We got a post on social media about it right now, man. That's
definitely one of those. That was like an instant hitter for me. Like, and I won't say. No, I guess I can say I didn't expect it. Like, but I literally remember dropping it and like instantly, like, people just like, bro. I don't know if you realize how, like, and I dropped the visualizer with it too, a music video, so like that just sent it over the top, and people are like, yo, this is very good, bro. And I'm like, oh, okay, I appreciate you.
Next level good, bro. I think I'm catching you on your ascent, bro. Like, man, it's cool. It's cool. But we're going to jump into this track. This one is titled Wrong, and this is off of your album. This is off of Results May Vary. Oh, let's talk about Results May Vary right quick. Because I thought, aside from the music, that the cover art, it stood out. I see a house, see a young man with the Nike shirt, and a mic, see a couple loved ones or some people from your life.
It was like so that cover is very special to me too, as is the whole project itself. Like, everything that went into making that project is very special, but the cover specifically, it features a lot of different versions of me, so to speak.
Oh, that's you?
That all of those are me.
Okay.
And then like the other people that you do see is like, I think there's one section where my mom's on there, and then there's also my two siblings, or there's a picture of me and my two siblings on there with me. And then the house that you mentioned, that's actually a sketch of my grandmother's house that like I pretty much grew up in Berkeley and whatnot. They're still living there to this day, you know what I'm saying? So it was a lot of things on that project that were, on that cover I should say, that was really just stood out and were symbolic of things to me, and special to me.
Yeah, I mean, I see a young black man, and then you kind of see the city over here.
Mm-hmm.
see more greenery over there.
Yeah, like it was all super strategic. And then, you know, up in the corner you got the picture of moms. You got that picture on my shoulder. That's actually what my mom's urn looks like, you know, because my mom obviously passed. And I said that version of me to the left is me. That's a picture that I took after getting this little certificate award after graduating from this learning community at LMC that I went to, Los Madonnas College.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then obviously baby picture right there on the bottom left.
And the other thing that I noticed was the light and dark. So on the outer circle. So everybody who doesn't know what I'm talking about, KD the Poet has an album titled Results May Vary, and we are talking about the cover art. But on the inner circle, I would say it's kind of a halo effect, but it looks like it's just a different time of day,
right,
and a different feel to whatever's going on right there.
Mm-hmm. And that's precisely what like we were going for. Like there's like, as you mentioned, there's a lot of contrast between like whether it be that side where you're seeing inner city versus this side you're seeing like more greenery park, you know, like all of that was just literally a play on the like you're gonna go through a bunch of different stuff. It's not gonna be a consistent thing of what your surroundings are, so to speak, you know. So like, I definitely like I vividly remember going through the time period of like feeding the ideas to the artists who made this. I wish I could. This is so long ago. It feels like I wish I could pinpoint his name. It's been a minute since we've been in contact, but he definitely did his thing. And in the future, I will definitely try to link him by the next time we talk, so I can give his proper credit for it.
Right on, man. Yeah, and as an independent artist, you gotta figure out who's doing your cover art, who's mixing your beats, where you got your beats from, which songs get a video, who's shooting the video. Does this stuff cost anything? Oh my God, you gotta figure all this stuff out.
So much stuff to figure out as far as being on an independent artist journey, bruh. And it's like, you just gotta roll with those punches and figure it out. I recommend a team to anybody though. I recommend a team. I'm preaching, even though I don't have a full on team myself, you know, like, but truly a team is important, you know, very much so.
Can't do it all by yourself. Teamwork make the dream work. But shoot, we're going to jump into this first track that we're going to play from KD the Poet. This is a kind of a throwback track, but it's titled Wrong. Right here on 90.5 FM KSJS. 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 Shit, good shit, bro.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Try not to talk that much. No.
You my biggest fan and tell me what's your favorite song. Show this to my homie, he say this may put me on. Ay, pray I wake up, go to mama room and she ain't gone. Ay, pray I find somebody who accepting of my functions I've been doing wrong. Ay, and still got more to go.
Let me check the camera.
Cause I've been doing wrong.
Oh yeah, we
and still got more to go. Nowadays it's friendly off of me, it's for my kin. I've been gaining opportunity and losing friends. I can only offer eulogy, cause all the instead been trying to become one. For this two of me instead, one slaving for a 401k, barely here. The other slowly climbing up the stairs with the web, putting boundary on the heart, paper gaddy being scared. They don't see the vision, obviously cause it's impaired. And this new me hella honest and devoted. The closest to me always saying that I'm golden. Be zoning out when I should focus where I'm going. You know what happened next, a product of the moment. Don't even got a confidant when I'm lonely, but somehow always got somebody leaning on me. And somehow everybody thinking they the homie. When mama died I ain't have nobody to hold me. Yeah. You my biggest fan and tell me what's your favorite song. Show this to my homie, he say this may put me on. Ay, pray I wake up, go to mama room and she ain't gone. Ay, pray I find somebody who accepting of my functions I've been doing wrong. Ay, and still got more to go.
This is like your shit.
Cause I've been doing wrong. Ay, and still got more to go. Lately I ain't been repenting, don't feel like I'm sinning. For real, I'm just living. Wasn't made perfect, could put me in Guinness for all of the hits I've been working, but can't couple what made me nervous. Shout out to Lord on me down, had me low for the moment. They was just doing a service, but look at me now, it's two things that you can't say about me. I'm ill prepared and I ain't learning, forever changing. Try to play in it safe, think it's better dangerous. Long as they getting paid, to get shameless. They could try understanding, they rather hang us. At least get my music on reparations. Starting to see we got way different aspirations. I'm trying to grow, they try to hang with the rich and famous. No God gave me this flow, sound like heaven made it for. And no did the sweet left them devastated.
You my biggest fan and tell me what's your favorite song. Show this to my homie, he say this may put me on. Hey, pray I wake up, go to mama room and she ain't gone. Hey, pray I find somebody who accepting of my flaws, cause I've been doing wrong. Hey,
This is what it looks like.
still got more to go.
Hey, somebody music
Cause I've been doing wrong. Hey,
pop up right away.
I still got more to go.
For me, that was a premiere over the airwaves, man. With Wrong off of Results May Vary. Man, and we was talking about titles earlier and how you chose your name, and we just talked about the cover art for this project as a whole. Results May Vary, but you want to talk about how you chose Results May Vary and what it sounds like this album and a bunch of songs on this project really resonated with people, might have kind of solidified more of what you had going on out that.
Yeah, no, for sure. Results may vary. I came at a real like transitional period of my life, you know, and honestly, I'm really just getting back into doing music after a short time away, just because of, you know, dealing with life and how that goes, you know. So I mean, Results May Vary did not come to me instantly. I will say that. I definitely did not know that was going to be the name of the project throughout the entire creation process of it. But just considering what I was tackling content-wise in the music and the vibe I kind of want to give out to people in the message, Results May Vary felt right, because I think it just symbolizes that, for one, there's no blueprint to this stuff. So the results are going to vary no matter what type of path you're on, what type of action you take to go towards your dreams or your life. The results are gonna vary, you know. Like this is something, and I thought it was important to put this because it was really a lesson that I had to learn, like in a hard way, I would say, you know, on multiple occasions, of just like, because it happened this way for somebody else, it's not gonna happen that way for you if you're trying to follow their little blueprint or whatever. And that's true in life, in music, in goals, whatever the case.
Right, man. It kind of made me, when I listened to it all the way through, it was pretty much right after you told me which song stood out or whatever.
Right.
I found a song like, oh, okay, let me check this out. And then I started like kind of honing in, like, damn, this dude talented.
Come on, bro.
And then Results May Vary. It just made me think about all the talent that's out there. I'm glad I tapped in with you, but I know there's hella just talent. Like the way you spit, and it's like, damn, how did I not hear this already, right? Like,
come on, bro. I ain't gonna lie, the way I always like to say in regards to music and coming on the new artists, bro, better late than never. Like there's not a late, if anything, you feel me? Like you found out at the time you was supposed to, bro.
Yeah. But we about to jump into this track called Oop from Yaj. We're gonna take a musical break. I gotta handle a couple things here in the studio. And we got some more to chop it up. We got some newer music. But, hey, I wanted to go through a couple songs throughout the timeline on the catalog.
My guy, I appreciate you. Shout out Yaj for producing this one, my homie Yaj. Shout out Yaj all the way in Atlanta right now, I think, or Georgia, somewhere like that.
Let's go.
90.5 KSJS.
We ain't the same, you let them convince you to quit trying. That's a bar.
Yeah. Look, the best advice I ever got was from my intuition. I had somebody ask if I'm still spitting lit a fire. Cause why niggas can't create some distance clear his mind. And pray shit don't be perfect and the timing be divine. Told niggas that the bounce back would be crazy in 1-9. 2 years removed, the shame that it took all this time. Though I was promised a path, one promised a straight line. No intent to make them mad when they struggling to shine. Message for the masses, apply pressure, it happened. Never known for no wagon, shit catalog full of captions. Crack open the door and then step inside without asking. They ain't on, cause every beat I glide on that fashion. And these songs keep me alive long after caskets. Barry Bonds, my hits inside the cars that's passing. Can't be caught begging to be chose, I'm the captain. Barry Mom's heart got cold, can't bury his head like repentance in a song. Confess I ain't repented in so long. Life an open book before the ending it could close. Yeah, I'm stressing my writing shit I done wrong. Just know how I feel to be a victim of the switch side. We ain't the same, you let them convince you to quit trying. If I'ma grow from it, I'm down to do it 10 times. Shout out to God, the move from y'all, she was a quick slide. Hey, look, we seen what a couple M's can do for the ego. She asked me what caught my eye, to ask the amino. We all got questions, but to ask him is keto. I've been giving standing no's, but who clapping for me though? Feel like I was in a hole, had me begging for freedom, but I still get a real song. Just wanna do it for free though. When I start telling them nah, then I stop hearing from people. It wouldn't hurt me to call, but it ain't helping me either. When I hear them, I don't know. When you hear me, know it's coming from the soul. You can see the glow, it's always been the goal. Secret feelings from my folks, think it's cause they know I'm going for the goal. Got stories, keep on living, bet I have a million more. No, I'm in a better spot cause I'm more willing to grow and detach myself from folks who got more constant pros. And nowadays, niggas more hype men than bro. And if I don't make peace with my bronze, for I feel like repentance in a song. Confess I ain't repented in so long. Life an open book before the ending it could close. Yeah, I'm stressing my writing, I done shit done wrong. Just know how I feel to be a victim of the switch side. We ain't the same, you let them convince you to quit trying. If I'ma grow from it, I'm down to do it 10 times. Shout out to God, the move from Yaji was a quick slide.
Press this button. We got KD the Poet in the building. We played some, wouldn't call them exclusives, but we premiered some tracks right here. I know a lot of people have heard these tracks, man. The building was full when we went to Yoshi's.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that was Oop from Yaj. I'm trying not to give too much away. Let's see, I want to say that Breathe Cameron and All I Can Be will be the next couple of tracks that we're going to jump into. I think All I Can Be was a single, right?
Yes, All I Can Be was a single for sure.
Yeah, and I want to say it got some harmony in there. You usually
it definitely does. That was one of like one of the earlier instances in which I like literally forced myself to be comfortable doing it, because that took a while in itself, you know. But definitely a little bit of harmony in that joint, and I definitely had to force myself to do it.
Hey, I mean, Jay-Z and J. Cole have mentioned in their raps before, like, you ain't getting nowhere without some type of melody.
Facts.
I mean, it's different now, kinda, but you know, certain things kind of stay the same. Like,
listen,
melodies and songs
are quite important.
Right.
Quite important.
But shoot, I want to jump into this right quick. I want to make sure to put this over the airwaves. We're gonna jump into this track called All I Can Be, and then we're gonna follow that up with Breathe Cameron, and we can talk about it right after.
Yeah, sound good.
Let's get it. Keep it live right here on 90.5 FM.
KSJS.
From the land of the bar heavy.
The bar heavy though. You know, I'm the bar easy.
You have been misled. Sincerely yours. Yeah. Look. Yeah, I don't beg for love, but it's wrong. I felt different levels of pressure, but if they could, they forget them. Feel disrespected when they wonder who next up can get these jokes off. Then you know the bro got something for hecklers. They got me typo when they just as braids. And if you spiteful, stay up for way. Cause on the Bible, I've been unafraid. See, when the heat is summer rage, I ain't competing or running no race. They willing to change, I done let it get plain. When the shit is still the issue. Hear this, kill it quick. Reality is sometimes you don't know it's real till it is. People the flow, still the ish. They were caught at getting rich. Saved them, they ungrateful, had to show a side that's feeling this. Pulling strings, I'm coming.
Actually, probably gonna show somebody
we came up humbly and still smell like we had money. Two things that's for certain. We here and it's a journey. Act like I ain't the one. 2, 3, I took that personally. Shit like Diddy, crib, woke up roaches to the face. The ones I love dearly gon' live through me if they fade. They say once you let go, a different piece you'll attain. And if he ain't a goat, then he on pace. Told him wait. If you just getting by to get the buff from by me, can never dream enough the problem I sleep. Said I've been up, followed by down, and all in between. All that I gotta be is alive, and all I could be. If you just getting by to get the buff from by me, can never dream enough the problem I sleep. Said I've been up, followed by down, and all in between. All that I gotta be is alive, and all I could be.
I know you're familiar with
still aiming with a neck located. They won't call Hammond. I'm taking my veins, let's go like I'm gonna retire. If it ain't with time that I choked, I wait coast, but I ain't heard. He was 8 years old, he know didn't get it pre-made, was fast forward. That ain't the only thing that's microwave the coming short. The game just need a poet to come save it, more power to him. They having thoughts about getting in the way. I hug my sis, I dab my bro, and then I go. Usually, only in dreams do I worry about who gon' boo me. Flow done reached a whole new peak, days feel like a whole new week. Show me who can outdo me, you gon' meet the true KD. Driven by the comp, drifting on and off. Middle finger cops, little talk, not to be confused. He could do it, dog. Couple real, dust the fish off. Can't duplicate the sauce. In the hills where I picture me and mine and then they dog. So if you just getting by and get the fuck from by me, can never dream enough to problem my sleep. Said I've been up, followed by down, and all in between. All that I gotta be is alive, and all I could be. If you just getting by and get the fuck from by me, can never dream enough to problem my sleep. Said I've been up, followed by down, and all in between. All that I gotta be is alive, and all I could be. As if there was ever a question. Come on now, bro. Some singing that is different. I'm not even saying it's different. Ain't no
battery.
Come on, man.
I fuck with Sony. This song is called Breathe, Cameron. From KD the Poet. Hey bro, I had to, come on. I hear what radio sound like on the other side. They be talking.
I've been picking flowers and gifting them to myself these days. Cause I spend every hour just writing down what I'm really saying. In my idle moments, I'm shedding doubters in healthy ways. So when my time run out, take the collection and then fill the grave. Really duked it out with demons, probably about 1 million fades. Ready move without a reason, trials and seasons, namaste. Breathing, smoking, crying, grieving. Life ain't easy as they say. Ain't seen remotely what this shit could be. How could I be afraid? 25, I know that age don't just increase. Yeah, but hear me, I won't die even when I'm deceased. Yeah, if we leave it to the tunes and people reach. Don't need 1 million views, I need 1 million beats to satisfy the man. Sometimes forget that I got fans. To get the words to land, been on the verge of going bad. The human side of me, when the truth too out of reach. Dress the crowd and preach with the answers that I be saying, breathe, Cameron, breathe, damn it. I be saying, breathe, Cameron, breathe, damn it. I be saying, breathe, breathe. I be saying, breathe, breathe. I be saying, breathe, Cameron, breathe, damn it. I be saying, breathe, Cameron, breathe, damn it. I be saying, breathe. I'm trying to live and breathe. Yeah, why the thoughts don't ever slow, and when they do I can't enjoy it. Working more than I've been living lately, barely feel like growing. Somehow that's the standard though, trying to come to grips with and accept the things I never know. Why I stay in panic mode, with the clock my biggest foe. Different highs and different lows, still reminded of the losses, make me wanna win some more. They still trying to prove themselves, but I did that some years ago. Everything I'm doing now is to make sure it's written in stone. Might make 1 million songs, cry me a river and roll. Thought they was doing the most, karma to gotta send them boys home, all for the sake of the growth. On what I gotta be on, lonely most times on the road. Told them before, now they know. Holding each part of my own, they folding up more than clothes. Far from done, we on the go. Y'all look up numbers, I don't. On a spectacular high, now pills is actually life. When the smoke blinding my sight, voice that's inside of my mind says, breathe, Cameron, breathe, damn it. I be saying breathe, Cameron, breathe, damn it. I be saying breathe, breathe. I be saying breathe, breathe. I be saying breathe, Cameron, breathe, damn it. I be saying breathe, Cameron, breathe, damn it. I be saying breathe. Tryna live in greed.
Oh, you want to tell them what the name of this song is and where they can find it?
Oh, yeah. This song is called Breathe Cameron by yours truly, Katie the Poet, and you could find it anywhere you can stream music. Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube, Deezer, anywhere. Enjoy your day listening to the greatest jazz hits with your DJ host, Ms. Cat. Listen to soulful tunes with the variety that this genre has to offer. Tune in Mondays, 6 to 10 p.m. on 90.5 FM, KSJS, or online at ksjs.org. Only on the Cat's Cradle with Ms. Cat.
Hey, let's go. Hey, big shout out to Ms. Cat. Hey, she just got the drop, the plug right here from KD the Poet. We just listened to 2 dope tracks. One of them being All I Can Be, and the last one you just heard was Breathe Cameron off of Every Goat Needs Grace. Let's talk about Every Goat Needs Grace right quick.
Yeah.
You dropped a lot of projects this year.
Yeah, the past year, I want to say I dropped 4 EPs in 2023, bro. So definitely was drop heavy. 4 EPs and a bunch of singles too, honestly. So definitely was drop heavy. Every Goat Needs Grace was definitely one of those. It was actually the final project I dropped of the year, which I want to say I dropped like toward the end or middle of September. But yeah, I was just some songs I really wanted to give to the people, and not throwaways in any way, you know, but just a collection of songs I wanted to give to people. And the title, Every Goat Needs Grace, pretty self-explanatory, I'll say, but I mean, I think it's like a real sentiment that's not shared enough. It's just like, you know, people look at people who are excelling in their craft as these superhuman people, but bro, we are human too, you know, and man, we need the grace, and whether that be from others or ourselves. That's another thing about this title, is it not just talking to the outsiders, you know, I'm talking to myself too. Hey, every goat needs grace, dog. Give yourself some.
That's tight. One of the songs, man, I took so many notes. You gave yourself some flowers. I thought that was tight. Like, man, let me see. Not Telescope. Anyhow, one of the songs, I'm like, damn, this is clean, bro. Gave himself some flowers, and you got to give yourself some grace. New Beginnings was a notable song. I think that was the first song of that.
What I think it was, honestly, yeah. New Beginnings damn near is the first track for real.
Let's see. I'm Not Sad, I'm Growing. I took notes on that one. I thought Breathe Cameron would fit the show.
Right.
But let's see. I'm Not Sad, I'm Growing. Oh, we could talk about this right quick. This would be interesting for the interwebs too.
Oh, for sure.
Because growth is not always like this happy-go-lucky state of being. And in one of your raps, you might have mentioned, somebody might have said you was a sad rapper or something.
Yeah. Many times, actually.
Like, as a person who also has creative stuff, like, man, I don't like being put in any type of box. Not that
it's not fun being put in a box, especially when you know you do offer a lot more than that. But it's also like naturally acts as motivation. Like, you know, I'm not going to change up what I'm doing, but I am going to foot on the gas a little harder so you can know that you are not sharing true statements. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not just no sad rapper. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Do I have some stuff that touches on sadness? Of course, because that's a human emotion.
Oh man, so something that I wrote down here, and I'm gonna have to change it up. I'm gonna ask some more fun questions like what you eat, or you know, something for the people when we in front of the people. But big things here, because we almost coming to a close.
Mm-hmm.
music as therapy and coping, growth, the ups and downs of like love, and then like really introspection and becoming all you can be.
Right.
Those are some of the things that some of the production, church and prayer, bro. You put church and prayer in there.
Yeah.
Like, man, I guess we could talk. You got to slide through on Friday. We can talk about everything.
Facts.
But that's just some of the things that I noticed in your music. For example, Take Me Home. It sounds, I hear church.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, 100%.
I hear church. And then just, it's not many songs that you have where you're not talking about growth. And I think that's tight because you're developing as an artist, but when other people hear it, they might relate to it, and you might be able to help them get through a similar experience.
That's
that
the
maybe
goal.
they haven't written out or rapped like that. It's like, dang, I just heard him say that.
Mm-hmm. That's
I felt
I've
exactly
got that
like
many times, and that is real gratifying, honestly, because that's literally what I do it for, is to relate to people who are lending an ear to it, you know, and let y'all know we are all human, and y'all are not just going through this stuff. We all are, you know.
Yep. And because we are approaching the end of the Stop, Drop, and Roll show this morning, we definitely gonna slap these last couple tracks. I gotta say, is there any shout outs that you want to give to anybody or anything that you rock with or that you're a part of?
A couple quick ones. I don't want to do too much, but for one, my siblings, my biggest support system, so I love them to death, Aaliyah and KP. And Music Collective, I'm in MTMC. It's a whole list, but I'll just leave it at MTMC, and y'all know who y'all are. Y'all know who y'all are. So big M's, you know, and those are definitely the gang, you know.
A couple people that I've seen you rock with, this rapper named Cola.
Yes, my brother.
Dude named Danny Ali.
Yes, sir.
Those are the ones that I saw the same day at Yoshi's.
No, for sure. And there's honestly so much more where that comes from too. That was a small piece of what MTMC as a whole has to offer, you know. So those are definitely my people right there, and that's the extent of the shout outs I want to give. And shout out to anybody who's supporting it anyway. Those are the shout outs.
Yeah. Well, big shout out to them. We're gonna jump into this track called Take Me Home, and then after that we got Just Human. And I think these kind of showcase your versatility. Man, I would just like to say thank you for sliding through. This has been a dope conversation. And everybody slide through. Pull up Friday,
Thanks.
February 23rd. KD the Poet.
Come on. And I appreciate you having me, brother, man.
Let's go. Keep it live. 90.5 FM.
KSJS.
Shit.
God.
Considering that the stream is down, this is gonna be tight for the YouTube.
It's gonna be raw.
This gonna be tight, bro. I'm already knowing there's gonna be people there.
Definitely already feel my people said they a chunk of my people already said they popping out for sure. So it's definitely
Like, bro, I got posters up all around this mother.
Take me home, take me home. Sometimes I don't know what that is no more. Take me home, take me home. Seen dark days, you gon' still like gold. Like you take me home, take me home.
still old. It's crazy.
Take me home, take me home. Hey, but I'm still gon' go. Don't mind, I must that brother Will Ferrell, do I fly in PK, Miss Cheryl, could've been a crab at the bottom of the barrel, know it's on the way, I could feel it in my barrel, we can feel it in my heart, as I do the art, don't forgive me when you famous, that's just how it starts, life a prison, no
we going up.
You just going up part, I remember being lazy, crazy, how we got this far, spin nights turned to smiling with still stress, then I learned some balance, the real flex, grew the most when challenging through tests, need more than my average, want new best, putting up shots, filling up blocks, used to be shy, timid, no minds, dream got me on, so someone take me home, but I don't know where I'm going, right there up the road, someone take me home, hey, take me home, sometimes I don't know what that is no more, take me home, seen dark days, even still like grow, like it take me home,
Another song that stood out to me. Proud.
You know, that was another one of the favorites for a lot of people.
take me
My boy Lost Legendary too. That's definitely one of mine too.
Yeah, I mean, who don't want to make
all of my battles style.
You know,
Yeah, I did what I want, not what I had to.
That's just something not a lot of people are comfortable admitting. Like, I don't want people to be proud of me. What the hell?
Don't motherfuckers put on with it. What you mean? Oh, we going to eat shows. Oh, you know what I'm saying?
All of my face came.
I won't regret not doing this at Yoshi's, bro.
Well, see, bro, I can't remember exactly what song you did at Yoshi's. I just remember how I felt.
Mm-hmm.
I know that, man, you know, is what it is.
Sometimes that's the more important thing. You remembering the feeling, bro.
Like, man, I was proud, bro. Like, especially because your dad, bro. Like, that moment was like, oh, damn. I was trying to figure out, like,
now
Might know, but don't know why. Yeah, 'cause I'm just human, baby. I'm just human, baby. Yeah, so don't hold me to a higher standard. Just good with canvas, not the one that's gon' find all the answers. Hopefully a few of them know. The journey got me swerving like a nigga new to the road. The latest gems when you press play inside of you, this ain't closed. For me it's therapy, don't find it, I should do it alone. Or should I think when uncertainty, that's where the truth lies. Been learning more than I've been teaching lately, think I know why. 'Cause old habits don't die easy, grudges still inside deeply, meaning there's still room to grow. As it should be while I'm breathing right. And some folks only come around for seasons right. Insane to expect different when you just repeating right. And sometimes all that pain you hold inside might cost a life. But numbing all the pain you might not know when you too high. Coming from someone that said some premature goodbyes, you ain't gotta take my advice, 'cause I'm still trying to get it right. But my soul might go, but I'm gonna live more than I done. Might know, but don't know why. Yeah, 'cause I'm just human, baby. I'm just human, baby.
That's all, folks.
What's good, y'all? It's Katie the Poet. I'm locked in, chilling with the Barhemian, and we here locked in 90.5 KSJS, baby. We locked in, man. And on the 23rd, you know where we at.
let's go.